Okay? No fight.
It's related to the skin. With the lead, you will go on the chopping block.
Wait, what?
The first person that causes a fight in here, I'm automatically kicking out of the VC.
Alright, I'm gonna say... I wanna see what's... I don't know what they're doing for dinner.
And we're gonna enjoy the game.
Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. Major League Baseball on tap. It's the Seattle Mariners taking on the Minnesota Twins.
Yeah, so we're go. Everybody can go. Yeah, go home.
By the way, Cody, you're welcome.
Cody's right, you're probably going to have to go home because you're drunk.
By the way, Cody, you're welcome for the entry list.
Try to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential between the fastball and the changeup is huge.
I'm sure. Are you sure about that?
I need to go to a basketball game with the dumbest team in racing.
Oh, come on!
Flawless Allen.
Come on!
Okay, Cody, can I explain? I'm kind of surprised Parker Kligerman's second start is going to be at Bristol this weekend.
Flawless Allen ain't that dumb. You dumb.
No, you can blame Rowdy for using the dead crying strategy.
What the bleep? Nah, bleep.
That's Rowdy for you.
He must be dumb.
Yeah.
He's going home.
Actually, the only one who's dumb is Tyler from LTR.
Yeah, then you're kind of dumb because you joined that group.
Okay, to be fair, Sean, I joined that group that's a bunch of Red Sox fans, excluding Demon. Demon's the only non-Red Sox fan.
I don't know which was worse, Red Sox fans or Yankees fans. No offense.
Uh-oh.
Wait a minute, Connor, you're not a Yankees fan. You're a Mets fan, so you don't.
It's looking to me like he's going to try to shake it off.
You wouldn't get mad about that, right?
I don't lose that. Wallace Allen is not for the trucker.
It's saying that the two fan groups that probably aren't liked are Red Sox fans and Yankees fans. Fuck Boston. Fuck any Boston team.
I knew that was going to be said.
I'm looking at the country list, and I
wait.
Connor, can that also be said to the Dodgers?
We're not starting this conversation, okay?
Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, we're not
good young players.
So you got
that out, Cody.
You got your favorite team. For everybody else, it's basically forget you.
And that's all they're currently up 32 on the Dodgers.
This is kind of weird that I'm doing an MLB game of the week, and the Twins are early when I normally do them later in the year.
Something that I don't get it.
I'm gonna get over to Netflix to get ready to watch Raw.
I heard is it Paul Heyman?
Yeah.
Paul Heyman's going to be on the show tonight.
Really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity.
Stay away
from that big hole on the right side of the infield. Lopez throws.
Everybody loves Paul Heyman.
Man at first, one away.
Paul Heyman.
Am I right?
Yeah. Joey Logano was, by the way, checked and released from the medical center. He had to go to the care center, Cody. Yeah, he was not feeling well when he got out of the car. He had Joey Logano. Like right after he got out of the car, the medical team was already on scene. So I don't know if he had food poisoning. I don't know if he was dehydrated. I don't know what really happened to get the medical team, but nevertheless, he had to go to the care center, and I believe he's already been checked and released.
We have 39 entries for Cup at Bristol.
Well,
33 will be racing.
33-62.
That's one off of that.
Hey.
Love.
Hi. I was trying to hear what Connor was saying.
Go ahead, Connor.
01-33-66. It's Joy Longman and Blicky.
Outside low.
They'd be the ones to...
Well, they would be in the show because there's less than 40, so...
Dusty Love and Blicky are ineligible, but LaJoy is eligible.
Kind of weird you would make your first Cub start at Bristol if you're Jesse Love.
No, it is a short track, so...
Good luck, Jesse Love. You're going to need it, bud.
Actually, we still have 2 drivers going home.
Swinging a foul out of play.
Because Packer says it's 40 entries for 38 spots.
Speeding out of there.
Oh, no. We still got to get one more entry list.
And it remains 2-2.
Which is the 40 for 38 is true, then 2 drivers will be going home in extra.
You know what entry list I need to get, Cody?
What?
The IndyCar entry list.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball.
Isn't it just the same entry list?
It's going to be the same entry list, except there's going to be, like, different drivers.
Corey Herman's 24, Kyle Larson is 7.
And we'll do it again.
Yep, Kyle Larson's falling off triple duty again.
Kyle Larson's doing triple duty.
Again?
Yep. He's at Bristol. Hi, Angel.
God, it's Angel.
The Twins coming up, no score. Major League Baseball is on the show.
I'm going to crash out now.
If Angel's going to the next gen mod, I'll send him my car in his DM. If he goes to the next gen mod.
So for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches.
I said one of these days if you're going to switch to the next gen mod, I already have a custom car I've already got painted. I can send it to you in your DM. If you go to the next gen mod, that's if.
On the ground right side.
Yes.
And foul.
Yes.
Gilbert, an all-star a season ago. He features a slider, a four-seamer, a splitter, a curve.
At least it's not hideous.
A cutter.
Okay. Yeah, because I know for a fact that Sean is not changing his car. He's not changing his Whataburger car for Toddy.
What?
That one in the air.
Toddy, what?
Rodriguez snags
Sean
it.
is going to be racing 6 more times in Cricket Cup, or how am I allowed to say it, the Arca Cricket Series.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, that's what according to Sean it is, the Arca Cricket Series.
Oh.
More so, there's margin for error if you can get the ball up in the air. So, you'll see at times, I'm sure, with 2 strikes.
I'd rather pay a fine to donate to Sean's charity. That would be a compliment. Your excuse, I'll send you a compliment fine.
And first offering is fouled off.
Actually, I would donate to Sean's charity.
Yes.
1 out, base is empty.
No, it's the truth anymore. Why do you think I'm taking part in a bowling tournament that's for charity reasons?
Wait.
Slice down the right side.
So we got a National fan, we got a Astros fan, we got 2 Mets fans, we got a Dodgers fan, and we got a Rangers fan.
The shortstop takes the ball.
What's next? We have a Baltimore Orioles fan.
Oh my God! Wait.
Left field.
Come on, man. You know that finding that
Rosarena
the
pulls it
O's
down.
is extremely rare these days.
Batting third, the left fielder, Trevor.
2 down, base is empty. Here's Trevor Larnach.
Angel, you bozos. It's just that, well, does anyone remember the first stadium that the Ravens had?
And a breaking ball drops in for a strike.
If he doesn't get a knock right here, that pitch he just took is going to eat at him for a while. You might not see another pitch like that from a top-level guy like this.
But the odd part, Sean, is that it's fitting that it's a home for the elderly because they're the last generation to remember the O/championship.
Wait.
Yeah, and also, Daniel, your call is amazing. Beautiful dark horse. I'm sorry.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout. We finished one inning here in Minneapolis. No score.
It's
And welcome back to the ballpark. Top of the second, and now the first baseman, Luke Ringley.
To the model, it's no longer called
Lopez,
the Mustang
back
dark
to
horse.
work.
It's only called.
It's no surprise they call this batter a day player. He statistically performs better in these games, and he's hoping for a big performance in this one.
Well, not really. It's because they're
Awkward swing there from the big left-hand hitter.
Off balance as well.
Eric Summersgill, our play umpire.
One thing to watch out for, Boog, is what side of the plate Summersgill might be favored. He usually sets up at an angle. Pitchers sometimes will try to figure that out early so they can attack that spot and get as many strike calls as possible.
And Pablo Lopez will deliver.
No, not them toilers.
Swings and misses at the breaking ball delivery. Jeffers fires to first. Got him. One away on the strikeout.
No, he's really dialed in, and this offense is going to have to do something to try to break that rhythm. Maybe it's swing around the blunt, step out of the box, agitate him a little bit.
So do we have to describe who's a fan of who?
Now batting Mitch Haniger.
Well, I already said
And the
he's
first offering is fouled in low.
Cody.
Cody. Actually, Cody likes
And it's 1-2.
And this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball game.
Fastball is
The only
outside.
NASCAR shirt I have is a Ryan Blaney shirt.
I thought you were Hendrick.
And that's ball 3.
No, I have a Blaney shirt because Blaney won the championship 2 years ago, Senor.
Okay, so you're Blaine.
And it remains
I do like Bell on a couple occasions, but I'm going to say Blaney for sure.
Oh, gee, at least you ain't biased towards him.
I'm never biased towards him.
fouled off. And
Okay.
we'll do it again.
Hendrick, boys. Of course. George, what are you?
Fouled off again.
Llama.
Oh, that offends Taylor. Taylor will be
Llama, and then I don't have a favorite, so.
Yours doesn't race anymore.
Yeah, mine doesn't race anymore except for part-time starts, but I don't care.
Wait, are you talking about Jimmy Johnson, Sean?
No, Dale Jr.
Oh.
Very great.
Yeah.
I was a Dale Jr. fan growing up.
Wait. I want to hear Sean's reaction to when Dale Jr. stole Denny's Richmond lead, but he could not make it through turn 3 thanks to Kyle.
Oh, jeez, you're gonna.
Oh, Come on, cuz.
It hurt back then, but I don't hate Kyle. I don't hate him. I don't hold grudges. Oh, Bush.
But the big question is, if Kyle and Dale Jr. were back at Richmond in the exact same spot, would have things turned out differently?
I would have said yes.
Well, when they went,
look, you're racing for the win. You gotta do whatever you gotta do.
Well, actually, Dale Jr. and Kyle Busch found themselves in the exact same spot in the second Richmond race.
Oh, jeez. In turn 1 when Junior got in the Bush.
Well, he locked up the left front tire going into turn 1, I should add.
And he got in the Bush, and Bush went into the wall.
Yeah. That was actually one of the best paybacks that Junior has ever given.
Only one of his only few.
I still like when he did the Brian Vickers in the 500 in 09.
Yeah, no, actually, the best Brian Vickers has ever done was in 2011 when he sent Tony Stewart to the Shadow Realm.
Oh my God! No.
And I think he got parked for that.
And the count even 1-1.
No, what did you talk about that one?
It was a funny moment. It's just funny how everything just turns normal, and then when TNT comes back from commercial break, Tony is on the tires.
They were under caution because Tony Stewart's into the tires.
And that'll do it for the inning. So no runs.
That's probably the funniest moment that NASCAR on TNT has ever had in its history. Well, besides that time in Sonoma when Kyle Petty said the F-bomb.
Oh, yeah, because I didn't watch that race until like Wednesday because I went to freaking band camp.
Band practice.
No, I had to go to concert band camp.
Wait.
Will you cut that out?
Anyways, right now, what have you guys done with the absence of NASCAR on Fox and the only thing present being NASCAR on FS1? What have you been up to, boys?
Basketball.
Oh yeah. Also, Sean, special edition this Wednesday on my college's radio station on March Madness Part 2.
Oh boy, are you guys going to talk about the national championship game?
Yep.
Yeah, you might want to watch it tonight.
And the count is 1-1.
And also, speaking of championships, so on Thursday, I went to my orientation at UTEP.
Just missed.
Oh my God.
But here's the thing. During the orientation, they gave us a dumbass lecture on their 1966 March Madness Championship.
Oh my God, what I just saw.
Yeah,
you get a lecture on a March Madness Championship.
I got it.
It's because they made a quiz thing, named this building, and one of the buildings was the Don Haskins Center, which is where the UTEP Miners basketball plays.
I got a dumb question.
I got a dumb answer.
Why would a 16-year-old get 15 counts of battery charges for going to the bathroom in a rival team's water jug at a JV baseball game? You don't believe me? Look at No Mike. That's fucked up.
Okay, Boyle, what have you been smoking?
I'm not smoking on anything. I'm like, I just saw that just now. I'm like, why would you get charged 15 counts of battery? That's some cheese.
No, that's cutting grain. Oh my God!
You do that because you had to go to the bathroom. You can't make this shit up like Jamie McMurray.
Oh my God!
Okay.
Still 2-2.
That's fucked up, man.
I'm pretty sure they opened the bathrooms at the football stadium for a reason during baseball.
Well, this happened in a baseball game for JV.
That's never a good sign.
The high school would open the bathrooms at the football stadium. Yeah, baseball game.
Okay, let's stop making Sean suffer.
I'm putting.
No, but seriously, I always wondered. I've been wondering why I got that lecture on the 1966 March Madness Championship? Well, the answer is because to this day it is the only title UTEP has ever won. Because I can tell you this right now, their college football program is dog water.
Right side, and that's just foul.
They should go to FCS for crying out loud.
Coach.
Oh, and congratulations, senor.
How do you use my last name of games? Oh, wrong person.
But seriously, hey, speaking of athletics,
hasn't won.
Yeah,
You haven't won way before the March Madness even went to 64.
Exactly. Yeah, that's...
Hey, Cody.
Then,
We got an upset in softball. LMU, number 5 Oregon. Number 5 Oregon goes down.
So no runs on the base hit, no errors.
We're going to go to the bench clearing because of it. Just kidding.
no, anyways, no, but seriously, yeah, you're right. That's, back in the time before March Madness was even called, and also,
Nice motivational belch.
and also when they won the March Madness championship, UTEP wasn't even called UTEP.
Dylan Moore.
What were they called before?
They were called Texas Western.
Yeah.
Called a strike. It's 0-1.
And they were the only team in Texas to have earned the national championship until Baylor did it.
Yeah. That's the that was
Wow. Yeah.
And the only bad part is that since I'm going to UTEP next semester, I have to leave. I'm being forced to shut down my appreciation for the Bulldogs.
And out number
Because they're very strict on students glazing on UTEP. Like, they want students to glaze at UTEP football.
Why would they want to do that?
Keep an eye on when he digs in.
So then they know there's nobody trying to go against them.
Pretty good at it, Chris.
Yeah, but look,
If you would speak the Utah Redskins.
The third, no score.
Look, the reason why they're so strict on it is because
Strike one.
attendance for UTEP football is down, like really fucking down. Like dog doo-doo. Yeah, like dog doo-doo down. And because of that, we have access to UTEP athletics for free.
Hey, that's good for you.
I got a... Oh, sorry.
Yeah. And if I want to invite any of you guys, it's going to cost me $5.
Absolutely not. I do not want to go there.
Got him.
Unless in some weird shit, the Longhorns play UTEP.
I'm getting bored by the time that gets over.
Yeah, because basically, I think that by the time the game is over, the Longhorns would have won 84-0.
Digging in, Julio
Why are we playing softball at a football stadium?
Chris through the early stages.
Stanford.
In terms of the pitch
remember when Bush Memorial existed and both Cardinal teams had to share it.
Yeah, but it's like, what's wrong with the softball stadium at your place, Stanford?
The way the game is run now doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't.
If you want to talk about bad football and football stadiums that fit into baseball, go check out the stadium for Georgia State.
Why?
Not.
Well, actually, that stadium has a rich history. It was the opening ceremonies for the Olympics in 1996.
The second baseman,
Yeah, so why are you doing that, man?
24 years old.
Well, because you know that Atlanta goes through stadiums like Taylor Swift does boyfriends.
Oh, dear God. I saw that one coming.
Oh my goodness.
Burn. Does anybody got any marshmallows?
Yes, that's up. That's up. And
I have to say it because it's true. Like, the Falcons have gone through a lot of stadiums. Same goes for the Braves.
good God, that was a bird.
Yeah.
Dun dun.
Here we go.
Dun dun dun.
We kill.
Dun 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 dun.
As Sean put it, rare Angel W.
That's a rare one as a 8. Mr. Williams.
Yes.
It's time for Monday Night Raw.
We love Sean's Monday night. Boy, it's fun right now.
Live
On Netflix.
Yeah, but tonight we're from Minneapolis, Minnesota.
Home of the Minnesota Timberwolves.
See if they'll walk you.
Oh, wait, there's the Timberwolves place? I thought they were going to be at US Bank.
No, that's next year's SummerSlam.
They go to the stadium.
Fires the first on the run. It's there.
That's only for SummerSlam next year.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Willie.
So the batting order turns over. Willie Castro, the next to hit. Fly to center his first time.
The next thing that we need is for WrestleMania to happen.
And that's off the inside edge. Ball one.
Which, come on, the Memorial Coliseum, it has hosted everything.
That one the other way. That's a base hit. And that keeps the inning alive.
Stadium gets ready to play host.
Home of the Raiders.
But tonight,
Now Correa up to hit.
The batter number
He's
4.
0 for 1.
Shortstop.
You have to be careful throwing him breaking pitches, even in an 0 count. He loves going after the off-speed stuff, and he's really good at hitting it.
The Target Stadium
There's a
looks
strike.
like an actual Target. Here's the World Heavyweight Champion. Good stuff.
That takes the corner.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
Okay,
Ball one there.
name a stadium in America to have done it everything.
Two outs. Gets a piece and stays alive.
I got nothing. Well, for me, I got the Memorial Coliseum in Los Angeles. I mean,
That one misses, and the count is even 2-2.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking a bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult.
Our Lord and Savior, Paul Heyman.
With how long it takes to put him away.
On the ground to third.
it hosted
Tosses
the very
across the
first
first,
Super Bowl.
and Correa retired. And that is the inning. One hit, one left. 3 innings complete. We're tied, 0-0.
They also hosted the Rams. Hell, they even hosted NASCAR. Like,
Wait,
And welcome back to the ballpark. John Shambi.
which one?
To lead off the fourth, Cal Raleigh.
I mean, look, for what it was basically a gimmick.
Oh boy, going back to what happened at the end of the show last week with EO Sky against
Fought off foul.
Well, these Mariners, to put it bluntly, need to put together more competitive at-bats, and I don't think they've lived up to their own expectations at the plate. Strikeouts are a little easier to stomach.
Oh, now this one's high and deep. Way back there. On its way and gone. That'll fire up the dugout. It's 1-0.
Well, that one won't stay below the radar. That made a lot of noise.
No. Somebody's staring at me.
Just an excellent swing all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
Randy Rosarena up next for the Mariners.
Why don't you hit me? Because you can.
Right through there for a strike.
That's why I did fuck What, from last week?
Yeah, what was it?
Swing and a miss.
Oh, they waited till the fourth.
Pitcher just in the driver's seat. He can go anywhere he wants to go right here.
That one a little bit high. And a count 1-2.
I'm going to make a couple of...
Adam Pierce, are you going to be able to talk about what happened?
I think he is.
At this point, you are absolutely
Swing and a miss. He chases that one in the dirt.
Oh, speaking of Adam Pierce,
one away in the strikeout.
You were saying, Sean?
speaking of him,
Hold on, my balls are fresh.
Okay. With a bunch of break when you haven't had a look at it yet.
Yeah, I mean, you're dialed up for something firm. You never want to take a called third strike.
Swing and a miss, strike three.
You recognize the pitch, and right there, clearly didn't see what was coming.
Now here is Luke Raley. The changeup missing. 1-0.
That's completely unnecessary.
Did you tell what's going on and so I can figure it out?
1-0.
Come on,
Next offering is in for a strike.
Let me check something real quick. MLB. Who's playing?
I'm playing Taylor.
And a foul ball.
I'm playing these guys.
Oh. Okay, Sean, your team right now is fucking donkey ass because they're doing 0-0 against the Cubs.
That's his 9th
The game
strikeout so far.
started.
Now batting.
I guess that's the perspective way to put it.
Not a walk his first time.
You absolute idiot.
But anyways, most Astros today player.
Einstein, if we don't let this inning, you will go on the chopping block.
Okay. Easy Astros W tonight because we play the Mariners.
It's now a 1-0
So we're
game.
getting the two women that are supposed to face off one-on-one, which is Io Sky and Bianca Belair.
Wow.
I somehow think
ready to go for the last half of the
Rhea Ripley is showing up.
Trevor Larnach.
Plot twist, Ripley ends up showing up.
I somehow think she's showing up.
That one fouled off.
Wait. What if she doesn't show up?
She's showing up.
Yep.
Oh, shit.
Oh, shit is right.
The other way. And a base hit right there. And a good start to the inning.
Love how he let that ball travel,
The center
trusted his
fielder,
hands.
number
Nice
25,
job of going the other way.
Buxton.
Yep. I wouldn't miss Talladega.
Here's Byron Buxton. Fly to left his first.
Knowing me.
And a slider in there for a strike.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up into this point.
All right, I've timed out.
Next offering is downstairs.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
What is this cheese?
And a count 1-2.
It is cheese.
Fights it off. You'll see another.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Daniel, you and Sean could have a chance of actually.
And a slider misses down and away.
Yep. So we got to
say, if you're scared, get a dog. Go the fastball, man.
If you're scared,
get a dog. Man.
Well, I know we're gonna have to make the field.
and the righty.
Are you doing group qualifying or are you doing single car qualifying for Dega?
There's one. Out. Over to first. Safe. So up next, Matt Wallner.
Definitely wants
Yay,
to
my
double play
favorite.
here. Ball on the ground in the infield.
Hey, Glenland.
Double play.
First pitch, and he
I knew that was.
misses. Buxton back in there.
Followed by what? 6 provisionals?
Next one misses.
Yeah, if you're saying top 36, it would
with
be
that
6
distraction
provisionals.
and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
2 down.
Up enough to really drive it.
At WrestleMania.
So digging in,
Now
Royce
batting.
Lewis.
Well, it's on Netflix.
Fouled off down the right side.
Yep.
Tying
Do you
run
not have
is at first.
do you not have
Here in the
Peacock,
bottom of the
Jared
fourth.
Johnson? No, I said you have Peacock, Jared Johnson is what I said. Oh.
2 outs. And down on strikes. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. Twins wind up stranding 1. They trail here 1-0.
I'm probably not one of them.
Yeah, you're not one of them. And,
Back at target field, new inning getting started. And now for Seattle, J.P. Crawford.
if you are a team outside,
Lopez back to work.
Kill.
Check swing, and he went.
I can definitely know I'm going to need a lot of drafting partners. Let me guess, EO Sky.
Right through there for a strike.
I would not be surprised if that happens to anyone.
And that just misses.
Excellent arm action on that 2-strike changeup. Just missed. Man, he wanted that call.
So, the impossible has happened.
Hey, I'm sorry for wrong. I cannot find it.
Oh, shit.
On the ground, right side. Steps on first for the out.
The batter, the third baseman, Jorge Polanco.
Jorge Polanco up next for the Mariners. Grounded out his first time up.
Daniel, if you were to get provisionals, you have to attempt 4 races.
And that
What
misses.
race are you
Next one
on?
to know. Base is empty, 1 away. And we're at the top of the 5th.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and for you,
Clips the corner, and the count even at 1.
So you're still like 2 more.
So I need 2 more. Okay.
Yeah.
Foul ball.
Makes sense.
Well, he put good velocity in the head of the hitter. He's got to get it ready early and then change speeds. Keep him off balance. That's the goal.
All I'm hoping for is I just move fast. That's all I give a shit about.
So cracks double digits with his 10th strikeout.
Electric stuff showing up on the
Well, here's the deal, Sidney. I made this draft with you, and you and I both reached the top 36.
There are not many of these hitters have had much of an answer for what he's offering out there.
Yeah, it's going to be single car.
He swings and fouls one off.
Interesting.
Yeah.
We're gonna get to the impossible part.
Yeah. And because of that,
Late with the swing there.
I think he was sitting off speed.
Battling here as he fouls it away.
Yeah, and also the way that I determine who can use a provisional is a mixture of race performance, qualifying speed, and owner points.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. Pretty well struck. That's back.
And it's gone.
He flexes his power with that swing, and they add on. It's 2-0.
That's a bruh. That's weird. Braun Breaker won my Monday Night Raw, which is a Raw.
Effort and left to try and bring it back. He had a good shot at it, just couldn't quite pull it off. It would have been a stunner if he did.
Here's Victor Robles. Fastball for a strike.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient this one.
That's a major
First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
He is fucked.
Look out! Perfect. And it hit him.
He seems to have lost a little bit of focus on executing that pitch right there, not staying through the target, and clearly not the release point he wanted.
That's some cheese.
Robles runs. Pitch is high. Throw to second. Save.
Well, that steal right there is wanting to take advantage of having a really good hitter at the plate. Now they've got a much better shot at bringing home a 2-out RBI.
Oh, let's hear it.
Yeah, the drivers that missed the show in the 500, Maggie Prosser, who was driving for full time, and the other driver
Man,
that
it's
missed the
second.
show, if I get over here to forget the results. You missed the show, you missed the Daytona 500.
Wow.
And that one is lifted in the air. He's there. He's got it.
That's a shocker.
One in the inning, and it comes from a rather unlikely power source. And
You deserve to be happy, Seymour.
And oddly enough, Alex just needed to finish better than
we head to the
Sean.
bottom of the fifth. And now for the Twins, Ty France.
First spot.
We got a women's IC title match coming up next.
Ball one, no strikes.
Well, these Twins showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. Starter's leash has to be getting tighter with his pitch count where it is, but so far he's been really effective in this one.
That misses, and it's 2-0.
You know, sometimes it just takes getting to the bullpen in order to be able to score runs, and that might be the case today.
Now 3-0.
Yeah. And holy cow, like, Alex was the slowest out of the drivers that had to qualify for the 500.
And there's a breaking ball that's
So if that would have been normal qualifying, I would have made the top 36.
Yeah.
Will you cut that out?
3-1 count, saying to himself, I've got to get a fastball here. Just spins a get me over breaking ball to bring the count full.
right side, hard hit. Tosses to first, and that's the first out in the bottom of the fifth.
I wasn't sure if he was going to get to this one or not. Had to go pretty good way there in shallow right field. But then after that, it's a tough angle after you square up your shoulders to throw to first base. Not the normal position, but a really good job defensively right there.
Oh, my Monday Night Raw is live as well.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Mm-hmm.
And even when he did, he finished.
Next offering is fouled back.
He finished 14th, stealing the final transfer spot from Alex.
That's a bruh.
One down, base is empty.
You know what they say, Sean? Gotta sweep, sweep, sweep. That's what you did.
And I also have to qualify into the race
Breaking ball inside. 3-2 down.
You got that out.
A pair, last half of inning number 5.
But actually, it didn't do that bad in my 89 car.
Popped up.
I qualified 13.
More.
I qualified 13 in the...
Snags it for the second out.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
Brian Jeffers, the next Twin up to hit. Grounded out his first time.
Wait, what?
Up the middle. Now a jump throw. What a play. Inning over. He continues to roll on the mound as 5 shutout innings are in the books. It's the Mariners 2 and the Twins nothing.
I couldn't finish inside the transfer spots for the 500 on the duels.
Top of the 6th inning. And now the catcher comes up to
You
him.
got that out.
Raleigh goes 6 feet 3 inches, 235 pounds, and he was a third-round pick back in 2018. And that's a fair ball.
That was the final drive to qualify for the 500 on time.
Marco Baldelli out of the dugout now. He's going to make a change. Pablo Lopez will depart. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher.
Like Daniel, imagine I failed to qualify.
Now pitching.
I mean, Sean, how crazy would it have been? How crazy would it have been if I failed to qualify?
Out of him right here. Well, got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Worry about it.
At least I don't keyword my own series.
Man at first,
because actually, if I reviewed every double X race, and under the Cricket Cup rules, I would have failed. I would have failed to qualify. I would have failed to qualify 4 times in season 7, including the mean death 400.
Hey, your car is still the worst looking car on the Grand Angel.
No outs. Luke Raley up next for the Mariners.
Yeah, like I don't get why my car's in. Yeah, like I don't get why my paint schemes in Double X look shitty, but my cars in PRA and Cricket Cup look absolutely gorgeous.
Well done. Drives
because somebody actually did well.
Coming inside with a breaking ball like that, you have to bury it. Otherwise, it's not too difficult to get
Double X,
to it.
It just looks like a monstrosity. So that means that the painting department in Coppola actually put the effort on Cricket Cup rather than Double X.
Well, these Mariners really impressing me with the quality of their passing. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. They really made that opposing starter work in this one. Ran his pitch count up, and now they've got an opportunity to continue making things difficult.
I could stream it. I have time on Plus.
Swings and chases a low one there.
No, they haven't broken through in a big way.
You need to try to do it here within the next 30 minutes or so.
Just missed.
It's actually
on the bases with 1 already in, and we're the top half of the 6th.
For comeback stories, Alex has the best comeback story in Cricket Cup so far.
Left it in the air, Walner.
Because
and he makes the catch.
After failing to qualify at Daytona, only 37 cars, only 37 cars showed up for Phoenix.
Now, we'll see if moving up the third there pays off for him. He didn't have to tag and go, but now he can score a lot of different ways. Doesn't have to be a base hit. We'll see what happens.
Or in the NR community calls it Phoenix.
Wait, what? Phoenix? What?
Crawford.
You can blame Seth Cole for coming up with that.
In this situation, the batter's got to know what the pitcher's trying to do to him, and that's trying to get him to hit the ball on the ground, get 2 for 1. You got to look for something up in the zone, and worst-case scenario, you deliver the sacrifice fly.
And ball 1.
Could use a ground ball here. Something in the infield, runner at first base, get 2, get out of this.
oh yeah. Who's ready for the main event of the NCAA Division
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
2 outs. 2 teams are fighting for 1 title
That one fouled off. 2-2.
Here's the thing. Entering this game, the odds on favorite for this game. What?
That's inside.
I have no way to watch it. We need somebody to stream it.
First and third, one down.
I can't stream.
Up the middle. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. Runner in from third to extend their lead. It's an RBI single, and it's 4-0.
Now batting, the third baseman, Jorge
Yeah.
Polanco.
2 on, 1 out. Here's the third baseman, Jorge Polanco.
My CBS station.
Pitches in there. That's strike one.
I don't know if I entered Phoenix or not.
So, again, storyline for this basketball game. For the Florida Gators, 2 days for them, trying to get their first title since the back-to-back years of 2006-2007. And also bring the SEC the
Got
first
him looking
championship.
Went into the sweeper, and it was effective.
Well, that's even over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there. At least to foul something off, extend that at bat.
For Houston, trying to win their first ever title
Left field, way back there.
in program history.
Gone.
The last time they were here is this.
Wow.
Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they add to their lead. It's 7-0. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off.
And remember the past that we have to remember the path that these teams have actually followed.
The Gators, we'll talk about that here in a second because also the fact
Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Michael Tonkin done for the afternoon, and as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with the new pitcher after this break.
Let's talk about the pass for both teams.
Now pitching.
On the mound now for the Twins, Aberson Castellanos.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Number 16 seed, Norfolk State.
So the lineup flips over. Now a chance for Victor Robles. That one finds the zone. Strike one.
Team 2016 beat Maryland. In the Elite Eight, they have a comeback and beat Texas.
Swing a fly ball in the air out towards right center field, and that will fall. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you gotta make a play.
Now here is Julio Rodriguez. 0 for 3 in this one.
National championship game.
Right through there for a strike.
Your Midwest region champs, the Houston Cougars, who started off by beating number 16 SIU.
Next one is off the plate, and it's a ball to strike.
Second round, they beat Gonzaga.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
Benny really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Throw to first. Robles dives back in.
And then in the
Robles off of first with 2 away.
Tennessee. And then last Saturday,
Just misses with that one.
Matchup, they come back and beat Duke.
Swings swings and misses. Inning over, although plenty of damage done. 3-run shot for Seattle. It's now 7-0. You're dialed into the show.
And you know, the best part is that they're very equal. Both of their records of both the Gators and Houston are 35-4.
And we're back. Bottom of the 6th inning. Now at the plate, Willie Castro.
Willie Castro.
You got the team
Clearly down in this ball game, and you can't look at the deficit and try to get it all back in one swing. It's got to come one at bat at a time, and even shrink it down smaller, pitch to pitch. Make that guy on the mound work to get you out.
You got the team here.
Just missed.
I'm back.
You got the team out of
inside 2-1.
Florida versus the team out of Houston, Texas.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
One team is 40
and it's fouled away
from history, while the other
will be heartbroken.
Swing and a base hit, and the leadoff man aboard.
The batter, number 4, shortstop.
Here comes Carlos Correa. So you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays.
Both teams' records in the regular season were pretty equal.
That's in there. That's strike one.
And because of that big power arm, he's able to play a little bit deeper, make throws from the outfield grass all the way across the diamond, and still get a pretty good runner. That's impressive.
Nobody out. Runner at first.
Pirate, you're on the chopping block.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2.
First of their conference. And we still have the same overall record as the Gators.
Good job to fight that one off.
15-hour, 31-minute drive from their campus to San Antonio.
It's a shorter drive for Houston.
It's shorter for Houston.
Ball, that's out.
Oh, yeah.
At least they get to sleep in their beds.
Yeah, for the University of Houston.
That one drilled left field and foul ball.
No wonder why they just made the list.
Exactly, but remember,
next pitch is outside, and now it's filled up 3-2.
Keep going.
That one lifted to left. The Rosarena after it. Puts it away for the out. And there's one down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
And next for Minnesota, Trevor Larnach, 1 for 2.
I told one group I picked Houston, but I'm sticking with Florida.
And I don't care what's your pick.
I'm sticking with the obvious. I got Florida.
Top of the zone for a called strike.
I'm going to take Houston on the upset. If Houston can pull off the upset,
that catches the top part of the zone, and it's 0-2. The Twins with a lot of ground to make up here in the bottom of the 6th.
One ball.
Squirts away a little bit.
Got it also quoted one other thing. Remember, every team
fouls it back with 2 strikes.
It just makes things even better.
Remember how to beat Auburn, not just in the Final Four,
Not close with that one, and the count is 2-2.
I believe Kansas State in there.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
I think I'm actually wrong. Yeah.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit.
It was actually Arizona.
They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only one away.
The center fielder, number 25. Byron
Buxton digs in now.
Mm-hmm.
And takes low for ball one. When you examine Buxton's career trajectory, the thing that really jumps out, the speed and the defense early on.
Yeah, but so they were able to pass the challenge. I can find us.
Some activity in the Mariners bullpen. Trent Thornton appears to be getting loose. Spire also throwing.
How does yummy chicken sandwiches?
Wow, okay.
You're going to figure yourself, Danny.
This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Raleigh makes the grab. 2 down.
Up next,
Oh,
Twins. The right fielder, Matt Wallner.
So 2 down now, and here is Matt Wallner.
Occurred in 2005. While the Superdome was still flooded because of Hurricane Katrina, the Saints went to their home away from home.
And that one off the outside edge.
Man, he's close as he's trying to get through 6 full innings right now. He's about to throw his 100th pitch. I'd be surprised. Fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
That one misses. Slashes this one, and it could be trouble. Castro around third. One run across, and he boots it. Coming home. He'll score. 2 runs are in.
Nicely done. Brings home 2. They got a pitch he could drive, but he didn't get too excited like a lot of guys do. He pulled off the baseball. Really good timing all the way through the swing, and the barrel was so on plane with the ball. Easy drive into the gap for that double. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ball game.
Royce Lewis will hit next. Swing and a miss. There's the slider. 1-1.
Will never be in the list of former NFL stadiums, and that's because it's still the thing home away from home. If another flooding like Katrina happens again,
But it's also home.
And that one fouled off.
To the University of Texas Antonio's football team. As well.
oh yeah, the UTSA.
Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Coming home.
This venue has hosted the
He'll score, and it's an RBI single. It's 7-3.
Yep.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Logan Gilbert is done, and a pretty good outing for him as he leaves with a nice lead. New pitcher when we get back.
And the investors, the proposed stadium.
Well, yeah.
Now pitching for
Edward Bizzardo gets the ball
number
now.
83.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Will there be a team in the near future to call San Antonio home in professional sports?
So a man at first. Ty France, the next twin up to hit.
The only way you can get the Saints
And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Ball back in San Antonio again is if another Katrina happens.
Lewis leads off first with 2 down to the inning.
Which, let's be honest, taking Hurricane Katrina aside,
Squirts away a little bit.
Team in San Antonio was actually pretty cool. I'm just saying.
Have check your game, by the way?
Zone. Now 2-1.
I asked you a question. That's not a rush.
And that's down and away.
That's about Instagram, by the way. And we're gonna.
At least I'm not working this Saturday, so at least I get to watch this
out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitters got to stay focused on the pitch.
I missed the last several Xfinity races because I had to watch it on Sunday because of work getting in the way.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. Rodriguez. And the Twins 3.
This is what the game.
And welcome back to the ballpark. And here is Cal Raleigh.
Right now they're heading to
right side, and it goes just foul.
Who's performing it?
I don't know.
Just missed.
CBS.
The 1-1 is fouled off.
Okay.
Try to get him to chase on the changeup that time.
2-2 the count.
Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. He goes down looking.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. And that one wrapped foul. Base is empty, one away here in the top half of inning number 7. Swing and a ground ball out to short.
That was good singing.
We'll throw the first. 2 up, 2 down.
America.
So up next, Luke Raley. It's interesting. He plays kind of a power
Everybody up. This is the section.
but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone.
Everybody get up. This is the section.
What he does.
And I think that skill set really upgrades the position, because when you have that kind of speed, it makes the whole team that much better.
The next offering misses. 1-1. What about him playing another position on defense, one that would require a little more range?
Absolutely, and I think if push came to shove.
Oh, that pitch got away from him, and that's a hit by pitch.
Oh, that stings right there. He was just one out away from going back to his seat in the dugout, but instead, he's going to have to face another test. Hopefully, he can forget about the one that got away. Luke, have you forgotten about the one that got away?
Haniger in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike.
Great.
The 0-1.
We'll see you next weekend for MLB's Game of the Week.
And that's outside.
1 strike.
We will win with
On the
Sean.
corner for a strike.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Fastball is outside.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Two outs. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going.
Everybody, this is the section. Everybody.
Here comes a 3-2. Ripped into right field, base hit. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
Well, he really had to battle for that one. Man, that was so fun to watch. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back
Is it,
just a bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
I hope it's Kevin Harlan calling the game. He's on the 50. He's at the 40. The guy is strong, but there he goes.
Tap foul at the plate. Strike on the outside. And the count is 0-2.
Next week, MLB Game of the Week.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
In the dirt. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Pulls the string with the changeup, struck him out.
I think the key is arm action on the changeup. When you can sell it like a fastball, you drop the velocity, you get the swing and miss, and you walk off the field.
Look at Elijah. He looks like he's ready to kick some ass. Yeah, he will.
Bottom of the 7th. Now it's the second baseman. Brooks lead. The Twins in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. I need a good at-bat out of him right here.
And first offering is fouled off.
Live from State Farm Stadium, our reverse national championship.
Base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Now batting, the catcher.
Here's the catcher to hit, Ryan Jeffers. He's grounded out a couple of times. And that's in for a strike. 0-1.
If you're going to get something going, this is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man on. Everybody's going to look over the shoulder and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving. Don't try to do too much.
To short, could be 2. 1 at second.
That's an out.
On to first, double play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play.
Now
That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Castro.
Willie Castro, the next Twin up to hit. Lifted in the air, right field. Robles. And puts the squeeze on that one. And that ends the inning.
Now pitching.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start
Number
the eighth.
66.
Jorge Alcala.
Jorge Alcala.
Now the third baseman, Jorge Polanco. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out.
Calvin Sampson.
That one's in there, and that's strike one.
Even though they're good 2 hours away from Houston, Houston feels like
That's
it
down
has
and
a
in.
home field advantage. Okay, looks like
Yeah.
we're not going to start exactly on time.
That's fine. I'm ready to hit some dingers.
Yeah, we got Pat McAfee over here.
That missed by a lot. And the count's even at 2.
I want some triple doubles and some dingers.
There you go.
I didn't know Jeopardy Masters
And that one
became a
missing
thing.
low.
Will you cut that out? Wait, what, Cody?
In the air, left field, down the line. This one could be trouble.
What I've been trying to say is,
Safe at second with a leadoff double.
basically,
Now that
they've had a Jeopardy
second
Masters
base.
on for a few years now.
More.
Well, this will be the 3rd edition, 3rd or 4th.
I just... Boy, you hurt yourself, Sean.
Here's Dylan Moore. He's got a couple homers already, so can he possibly do it again?
Come on, man. Of course he can. Those 2 he hit were legit, and he looks pretty locked in right now at the deal.
I dare somebody to run on up around Americana. This would be like Chad Gable. We all know it's Chad Gable.
That's off the inside corner, and that's ball 1.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to.
This is
That
it
kind of
for March
velocity,
Madness.
you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Hard hit to third. Throws the first in time. First out in the top of the 8th.
Fastball big right down the middle. Usually a lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but he wanted to get that ball in the air, maybe drive it into the gap.
Victor Robles up next for the Mariners.
I think we all picked Florida, did we not? Yeah. Here we go. The prediction
And
thing
there's
is
the
the one
strike.
that picks
Activity in the bullpen. Rock Stewart warming up for manager Rocco Baldelli. Cologne, a left-hander, also throwing. One out and a runner at second, and we're at the top of the 8th. Edging his zone for a strike, and the count is 0-2.
Orange numbers for Florida, red numbers for Houston.
Swing and a ground ball base hit right field. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners with one out.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this
We've
one.
had fun.
Elevate that
We're
one.
off to our nation's capital for
There's
the
not
great
a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
Runners at the corners here, one away. Here's the center fielder, Julio Rodriguez. 0 for 4 with 3 strikeouts and a flyout.
Florida, national championship game, 2-1.
This one popped up.
Back years in 2006
And makes the grab. And there are 2 down.
The batter, the catcher, Cal Raleigh.
Cal Raleigh up next for the Mariners. He's already homered here in this one. That one finds the zone. Strike 1. Polanco on third. Robles at first. 2 out of the inning. And there's a foul ball. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. Mariners leave a couple, but they still lead at 7-3.
Both these teams had to make comebacks against their opponents
Now pitching for
Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Trent Thornton.
Thornton.
Don't worry, they got the rebound. They got the rebound. Look at that cheese. 3 tries.
The shortstop takes the ball. Chopper to second. Moore to first. And a quick out, number 1.
The left fielder, number 9, Trevor Larnett.
So digging in, Trevor Larnett.
There's the first foul of the game.
And the sweeper misses. Movement in the bullpen. Troy Taylor getting ready to go.
Just a little smarter layup.
One down, base is empty. Up the middle. That's a base hit.
The center fielder, number 25, Byron.
One gone, runner at first. Byron Buxton, the next twin up to hit. Swing and a miss. That's strike 1.
Now, this guy's definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
0-1 now. Swing and a foul straight back.
In the first half here, we have a long way to go, folks.
The 0-2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
Man, he'd like to have that pitch back.
0-2 now. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, that pitch wasn't even close to being a strike, and that just goes to show you how defensive hitters can become when they're up against an 0-2 count. You're just hoping for a mistake somewhere near the zone that you can get the bat to, but right there, he was clearly anxious. He was swinging when the ball left the hand.
That one is absolutely belted. And out of here. And they close the gap. It's 7-5. They needed that one, Singy.
Indeed they did. They've been fighting to get back into this game.
Home run, Minnesota.
Got in the jet stream on a line drive. We saw the numbers on the backs of the jerseys of the outfielders, which is usually bad news, and all of a sudden they're back in this ballgame.
It's 7-4.
Space is empty. So up next for Minnesota, Royce Lewis. Slice to right, and that's just foul. Base is empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in.
Or is that a flavor?
Hammered down the right side, but foul. Outside low, and the count is 1-2.
Looking very settled on the mound here in the 8th. One more out, and they'll probably hand it off to their closer for the 9th with at least a 2-run lead.
That one not close. The count now 2-2.
Look at that.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. Slider got him for strike 3. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. And it's 7-5.
First time in the game, Florida takes the lead.
Pitching for
We're
the
back.
Twins.
It's the top of the 9th. And there's a new pitcher on the mound, Brock Stewart.
Just trying to keep this one close here. And this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Here's the left fielder, Randy Arozarena.
Randy Arozarena.
About 5 minutes ago.
And a pitch. And there's a ball. Stewart, in his 4th year, 33 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2019. And another ball. And that's off the inside edge. And it's 3-0. So definitely a little wild right out of the gate.
Well, it can be a little tough coming from the bullpen mound to this mound, but you've got to find a way to get ahead in the count quickly. He hasn't. We'll see how this at-bat turns out.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Well, that's a really good take right there, and that's just mentally prepared, knowing that if it's not on a tee, you're going to take that pitch because you still have one more strike to work with. Not easy to lay off, but he did an excellent job in that plate appearance.
Raley in the box now. No balls and a strike.
There was a high-velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. It's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That's back there. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Now batting, designated hitter, Mitch Haniger.
Mitch Haniger up next for the Mariners. That's in there. Strike 1. Arozarena leads off first with 1 away. Goes down looking for the strikeout. That was pretty nasty.
The bat, number 3.
J.P. Crawford gets a chance to hit.
Crawford.
And the first offering is not close. The shortstop takes the ball.
2-0.
Swings through that.
Well, you got to find a way to catch up to that pitch. Perhaps shorten the swing, eliminate the stride. That one came in hot, but right down the middle, you're saying to yourself, how did I miss that pitch? Got to make a quick adjustment.
Gets the call. 2-2 now.
2-2 now.
This is a really good feeling for a hitter. At this point in the ball game, you know that they don't want to walk you, so you're going to get a pitch to hit. You just better not miss it.
That one down the line, and foul ball. Now move to first. Arozarena dives back. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it really well. It's a really nice plate appearance.
First and second, 2 outs. Here's the third baseman, Jorge Polanco. 1 for 4 with a double. Not
Ball
even
1,
close there. And that's ball 1.
Maybe losing command a little bit after the walk. Next pitch, not even close.
Ball.
Squirts away a little bit. Two on, 2 outs. Two and 1 now, 2 aboard, and that is out of play. Stays alive.
Well, he hasn't gotten the result yet, but it's got to feel pretty confident. 3 foul balls in a row. He's right on this guy.
Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Couldn't catch up to the heater. So they're able to work around a pair of walks in the inning. Bottom part of the order, 7-8-9, 2 up in inning number 9. It's the Mariners 7 and the Twins 5. Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Andres Munoz.
Now,
I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at-bats they can, so it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
France in the box here, lets that one go for a ball.
It's getting squeezed a little bit here late.
Swing and a ground ball. Crawford in plenty of time to first. 1 out, bottom of the 9th.
I love how guys at this level are able to slow the game down, whether it's in the batter's box or on defense. And right there, that was a good job of knowing just how much time he had. We talk about that internal clock. He was able to gather himself, get a good grip, and make an accurate throw across the diamond.
He's 2 outs away. Here's the second baseman, Brooks Lee. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. And a foul ball. The Twins trailing by 2. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. Swings and misses. Now only 1 out remaining.
Oh, there he gets the slider in on his hands and it just eats him off. You know, it's hard to get the bat around on a pitch like that in tight. You just feel like you're crowded on the inside part of the plate. Can't get any extension. That's one he definitely should have laid off of.
So it's their last chance in this one. And now for the Twins, Ryan Jeffers. 3 groundouts already. He's 0 for 3. Ball 1 low. 2-run game with 2 away here in the bottom of the 9th. This one in the air. Raley. And that is the ball game.
Well, this was a fun game all the way around. We saw plenty of action. 12 runs total on the board, but a pretty close finish at the end.
A 7-5 final score in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.